Hey gearheads, we're skipping the small talk and diving straight into the habits you perform at the gas pump that are silently killing your car. This isn't just about saving money. It's about preventing a $5,000 engine failure or worse, a fire. After 23 years, I've seen the catastrophic damage caused by owners who simply didn't know the hidden science behind refueling. Today, I'm exposing the 10 most fatal fueling mistakes, taking us from a #1 killer of fuel pumps to the chemical trap that dissolves your rubber seals. Stop these 10 habits now, or pay a mechanic thousands later. Let's dive in. 10. The empty tank gamble. The habit of pushing your car until the fuel light is glaring is the #1 killer of electric fuel pumps in modern vehicles. The danger. The electric fuel pump is designed to be submerged in gasoline because the fuel acts as its coolant and lubricant. When you frequently drive with the light on, exposing the pump, it overheats. This high thermal stress causes the pump's motor windings to fail prematurely. Over 70% of premature fuel pump failures are found in vehicles where the owner frequently drives on empty. To fix, treat 1/4 tank as your new empty. When a needle hits the quarter mark, fill it up. This keeps your pump submerged, cool, and lubricated, extending its life well past the 200,000-mile mark. 9. The static electricity reentry. This habit is a serious safety risk that can put you in the hospital. You start the pump, retreat back into your warm car to wait, and when you slide out and grab the nozzle, a spark can ignite the fuel vapors. The physics, sliding across a fabric car seat, builds up a static electric charge. When you grab the metal gas nozzle, this charge jumps as a spark, which, if it occurs near the high concentration of fuel vapors around the fill pipe, causes a flash fire. The PI has nearly 200 documented refueling fires caused by this exact scenario. The fix. If you must get back in the car, touch a metal part of the car door like the latch or the frame with your bare hand before you reach for the gas nozzle. This grounds you and safely discharges the static away from the vapors. 8. The tanker truck trap. You pull into the station and see the tanker truck refilling the underground tanks. You think fresh gas and pull right up. You have just made a critical error. The damage. Underground storage tanks have years of sediment, rust, and water settled at the bottom. When the tanker dumps thousands of gallons of new fuel at high velocity, it creates massive turbulence, stirring up years of filth and suspending it in the fuel column. The impact. If you pump then, you're pumping that cocktail of debris directly into your car's delicate fuel filter and injectors. This is a known cause of injector failures, especially in high-pressure diesel systems. The rule. If you see the tanker truck, keep driving. Go to the next station, or return 20 minutes after the truck has left to give the sediment time to settle back down. 7. The octane penny pinching mistake. Saving a few dollars on octane can cost you thousands in engine repairs. A customer spent $5,200 rebuilding his turbocharged engine because he refused to pay the $900 extra for premium fuel over the life of the car. The science of knock. Using low-octane fuel in high-compression or turbocharged engines causes pre-ignition or knock. Low-octane gas ignites prematurely under high pressure, creating massive pressure spikes that exceed the structural limits of the piston, leading to cracking and destruction of the piston rings. The rule. Read your fuel door. If your manual or fuel door says 91 or higher is required, use premium. Do not try to outsmart the engineers. The cost of a rebuild is exponentially higher than the savings. 6. The E15 E85 confusion. You see a pump labeled unleaded 88, E15, or flex fuel E85, and grab it because it's cheap. You are about to dissolve your fuel lines and gaskets. The chemistry. Standard cars are built for E10, 10% ethanol. Ethanol is alcohol and is highly corrosive to rubber and plastic parts that aren't chemically treated. Putting E15 or E85, up to 85% alcohol, in a non-compatible car eats the gaskets, hoses, and seals, turning them into a gummy, sticky mess that clogs the pump and fails the seals. The threat. The EPA warns against E15 in older vehicles, and most manufacturers void warranties if E85 is found in a non-flex fuel engine. The rule. Look for the flex fuel badge on your car. If you don't have it, Never touch the yellow handle or any pump labeled E15/E85/unleaded 88.5. The top-off tragedy, you've all done it. Clicking the nozzle 3, 4, 5 more times after it first clicks off, just to round up the dollar amount. This ruins a $1,300 emissions part. The damage. Your fuel tank needs to breathe through the EVAP, evaporative emission control, system, which uses a charcoal canister to capture vapors. The system is designed for vapors. When you force-feed gas after the click, the liquid fuel flows down the vapor line, floods the charcoal canister, and turns the absorbent pellets into unusable sludge. The rule: when the pump clicks off the first time, stop. You are done. Overfilling is a leading cause of EVAP system failures that result in expensive canister and valve replacement. Point 4. That the slow fill forcing you go to a pump, squeeze the handle, and it clicks off instantly. You get frustrated and aggressively twist or pull the nozzle to force the gas in. The root cause: a constantly clicking pump usually means your car's vent valve is clogged, preventing displaced air from escaping the tank fast enough. The mistake: forcing the nozzle leads to physical breakage of the filler neck assembly or internal vent valve components. Ignoring this issue and forcing the fill up is a leading cause of expensive filler neck repairs, up to $600. The fix: if the pump clicks off constantly, try a different pump. If it still happens, your vent valve is clogged. Do not force it. Get the valve fixed for $200 before you break a physical component. Point 3. The engine idle mistake: you decide to leave the engine running while you pump gas to keep the AC or heater going. This illegal habit creates expensive, fake diagnostic codes. The ghost code: modern cars run self-checks on the fuel tank pressure. When the engine is running and you open the gas cap, the computer detects a massive pressure loss. It assumes a catastrophic leak and triggers a check engine light, CEL, for an EVAP leak. The cost: this leads to unnecessary diagnostic fees, averaging $180, chasing a leak that doesn't exist. Commercial fleet data shows vehicles left idling during refueling have a 40% higher rate of false positive CELs. The fix: turn the engine off. This prevents the computer from running the EVAP test while the system is open, saving you from a false diagnostic bill. Point 2. The cheap station seduction: you choose the station that is always 10 cents cheaper. You're buying a repair bill down the road. The difference: not all gasoline is equal. Top-tier gasoline contains higher concentrations of detergents than the legal minimum. Cheap, unbranded stations buy minimum spec fuel that lacks these cleaners. The damage: low detergent fuel leads to rapid carbon buildup on intake valves and fuel injector tips. Non-top-tier gasoline can cause 19 times more engine deposits than quality brands. The rule: spend the extra few cents. Choose a top-tier, certified brand to keep your injectors clean and prevent thousands of dollars in carbon cleaning services later. Point 1. The jerrycan disaster: you grab that red plastic jerrycan from the back of the shed that's been sitting there for a year and pour it into your car. The chemistry of ruin: gasoline has a shelf life. Without stabilizers, it begins to oxidize and turns into varnish in as little as 3 to 6 months. This varnish coats the inside of your fuel pump and clogs the microscopic holes in your injectors. The damage: using year-old gas is like pouring glue into your engine, leading to sputtering, gummed-up lines, and expensive repairs. The rule: if the gas is over 6 months old, do not use it in your car. Dispose of it properly. There you have it, the 10 fueling habits that kill your engine. By correcting these habits, you're not just saving gas. You're preventing thousands of dollars in repairs. Which one of these are you changing first? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more secrets that save you money.